As I'm working over here on my drill press, I'd like to have some dust collection. I've got this little Ryobi battery powered vacuum that I don't really use for anything else and fit on that shelf right there perfectly, so nice. Issue is, I never had a good way to hold this hose in place. Before I put some clamps over here and had this sort of clamp to it, and it was pretty janky. I couldn't move this at all. It was always kind of in the way. And so I had this, this 1/4-inch lock line for a long time, using it for some water stuff, and I thought, oh, that'd be kind of cool to have this like articulating hose that would go into place and I could move to where I needed it to. And so I tried that 1/4-inch hose with this. It was obviously way too small of a diameter, not enough airflow to go through it. I would have burnt that vacuum out. So I went to Lockline and found that they had some 3/4-inch hose. And so I got some of that, and then I started designing my piece that would fit around the shaft of the drill press here. And I had a bunch of things to consider. Number one, it had to be kind of a clamshell, 2 pieces, so that I could put it out over both sides and get it around the shaft without having to take the whole press apart. And then I also had some screws back here to deal with. I needed to be able to secure it somehow. The end of the nozzle from the vacuum needed to be able to fit into one side, and then the threaded end of this lock line needed to fit in the other. So a bunch of measurements, a bunch of trial and error. You can see I printed up some test pieces here to go along the way, and ended up coming along and making this guy right here. So we've got a few areas that pass through on either end for some bolts to bolt this all together. You can see how I dealt with that screw that's in the back there. Put a couple mating pegs on here so that it perfectly lines up. Got a spot for an O-ring that'll go in there. And then I found the threading to be able to thread this attachment for the lock line. So this guy slides on right there. You can see how it fits right around that bolt and that little screw down there. The second piece comes in and mates up to the first piece, and it all clicks together. I've got a couple bolts that go right in here, just like that. We can secure it with both of them. The hose from the vacuum plugs in right there, and then you can see that my lock line is already in there. So now this piece comes in, attaches, is just like that, and now this thing articulates. I can bend this hose exactly where I need to. If I want to get dust collection from 2 sides, I can. If I only want the one, I'll make a little cap to go over this so that I've got all the suction power coming through the one side. But yeah, I think this is going to serve my needs pretty well. 3D printer for the win.